guys, welcome to Trend Season. We've got a bit of an interesting episode this week. We decided last minute to live record a podcast and Instagram live simultaneously of the Lady PWRZ launch. So I've been working with Lady PWRZ for the last sort of 6 weeks, I think, a couple of months, on their launch campaign as well as their overall marketing strategy. And we finally got to the point of launch, and I thought this would be a great moment to actually capture. So in the IG Live and the live podcast record, we talk about what we've done in the lead up to the launch, you know, what we did for the brand activation at Melbourne Fashion Festival, some of the parts of the strategy that we developed in the VIP session, what the VIP session is like. So Mia from Lady PWRZ actually started with me through a 2-day VIP strategy session where we built out the overall marketing strategy to kickstart the brand as well as the brand launch campaign, which included the Melbourne Fashion Festival element. So such an exciting launch. This, was a very small budget. I was pretty much the only kind of paid element involved here. There was no paid ads or anything like that. We literally only had a few weeks to pull this together, and it's been amazing. So Melbourne Fashion Festival, Lady PWRZ ended up being featured so many times. Alira Potter, an Indigenous influencer and author, creator. She ended up wearing Lady PWRZ and sat in the front row. We had another gal called Lexi, who's a bit of a style icon. She's a brand consultant. She featured in multiple sort of style rundowns through the official Melbourne Fashion Festival Instagram, and a bunch of other photographers and style blogs who were there. And she had Lady PWRZ, one of the totes. It was just, we had Annika, who was also wearing Lady PWRZ. We also attended, we were just everywhere, as well as doing the brand activation where we did the runway in front of the venue and everyone could see us. So much fun. I feel like we've really established this brand in the exact space that we wanted to. There's been so much excitement about the launch. The first 24 hours of the launch was amazing. So, as I said, very small budget. We only had a few weeks to work on it. She had 40 orders in the first 24 hours. That's a great way to recoup a lot of the investment you put into launching in order to allow you to keep moving forward. So really, really happy with that. We know that those orders will keep rolling in. It's a very small first collection to kind of kick things off. And there's just been so much excitement about it. She also has met so many connections, through the strategy, which was not all, but a big part of it was based on collaboration and partnerships and really leveraging other people in that style community. So Mia's done an amazing job of actually executing that and following through on that. There's conversations around wholesaling and all of that kind of thing already. We only launched on Monday. Today's Wednesday. So really, really excited for this brand. And I really wanted to show you guys, that moment of launch and let you hear Mia talk about how, it all unfolded and what working with seasons like and some of the things we did. So let's get into it. Welcome back to Trend Season. We are doing a live podcast recording while we're also doing an IG Live. I'm here with Mia from Lady PWRZ. It's launching today. The first drop is going live. So we thought, why not
4
just
p.m.
record the whole thing? So before we actually get to the live part, which is 20 minutes away or 17 minutes away, let's have a little chit chat about what's been happening.
I'm just writing a message from my friend.
All right, take us back to the start of where did the idea for Lady PWRZ come from? I feel like a lot of brands come from it's a self-expression thing or a belief or a philosophy. Is there a story behind Lady PWRZ?
Definitely a self-expression thing. I have a background in the medical field, but I always wanted to be in fashion. Actually, Mum didn't let me go into fashion. She wanted me to continue being a nurse.
Thanks, Mum.
Thanks, Mum.
Safe, secure jobs.
That's it. I've started a few business ventures. Straight out of high school with my best mate, we did a little clothing business.
Cute.
And then I moved to Melbourne. She stayed back home, and it just got a little bit hard and very time consuming. And then I had a second little thrift business, which I just did online. And I was actually trying to get names for that business. And I had like a list of 10, and I remember Lady PWRZ was in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not right for the vintage business to be called Lady PWRZ. And then, I don't know, I think I just revisited it like a year ago.
Why did you decide to like pick this up a year ago? What was like? Why now?
I don't know. I really don't know, something inside me. Like, I got in touch with the graphic designer and just got the logo done because I was like, I know I want to use that, just wasn't sure what for. And then, I just pretty much handed it over to her, and she came up with the logo, and she did an amazing job.
She absolutely slayed your branding.
It was perfect.
When you sent me the style guide the other week, I was like, fuck, I need to get in touch with this woman.
It was amazing, and it just made it, come to life, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's so good. So, okay, let's talk about what we've done. So we've kind of been in touch for a long time at this point.
We have.
Right at the beginning of...
Since like October last year.
Maybe. I can't really remember.
It was when I started the page.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you found me or I found you.
I think I started following you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Mia had like reached out a couple times. We kind of talked about a few things, but I don't think you were like quite ready then. And then you were getting to the point where you had your product. You were like, okay, I actually need to launch this, and I need to sell it.
I just didn't know what to do. I was actually meant to launch in December,
but
really? Obviously had no idea.
Yeah. True. So we had a couple of conversations, and then I was launching the new service, the VIP strategy session, where you basically build out like a campaign or a marketing strategy in 1 or 2 days, which is just like, it's bomb. Like we got through so much.
It was amazing, yeah.
So I finally convinced Mia to do it.
You did. A lot of convincing.
I like really had to track her down. And
a lot of hassling.
And it was because I really liked the brand. Like I feel like if I didn't care about the brand, I was like, I don't know if I vibed that hard with it, I probably wouldn't have. But I was like, I can see this is going to be awesome if you can put in the work to like make it be that. So I was like, and I could see the vision and the like product design was sick. I was like, I love it. Like this could be really cool. So I was like, hey man, well, let's call you Coco at the time. Coco. I don't know why I decided I wasn't going to call you that.
Do you follow my private? Because my private's Coco.
I do now, but I didn't then.
I must have told you my name was Coco.
She bloody confused the hell out of me because she like signed
my
off
friends
as...
call me Coco.
Signed off as Coco.
Her name's Mia.
Then she gave me her email and it had Bella on it. I was like,
my sister set up my Gmail, that's why.
I was just like, girl, you need to sort your shit out. So part of the strategy session, I was like, so you need to change the name on your Google account because that's really tripping me out. Anyway, so we did that and we really like planned out a massive strategy. So in the strategy session, like we started off with a big one-to-one call. We like talked through all the vision, like what you were thinking, who the audience might be, like what kind of brand. I was like, I don't feel like this is like a normal retail e-com brand. It like it has more to it. Like it needs something. Like it's like a fashion. Yeah, like it's a statement. So we really thought about what we could do with that. What did you think of that session?
It was amazing. I was honestly like a little bit skeptical, obviously, because it was the first time meeting you and it was all virtual.
Yeah.
But literally like an hour in, I was just like this is exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
I need a bit of a kick up the bum. And that's exactly what Nat is.
I'm just like always texting you like, hey, have you done this?
I've got an idea. Like midnight. Hey, I've got an idea. What now? But no, the strategy session was honestly the best thing that we've done I think, as Lady PWRZ, and I would urge anyone that's starting a business to get in touch with Nat. Like she kickstarted everything.
The best part about those is that you're doing it together, because I think a lot of like when you get strategies and stuff created, a lot like it's like the agency or whatever goes away and creates it and then just kind of gives it to you, maybe talks it through, but it's like you're not really that part of it. That never quite resonated with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, if it doesn't have you in it, like, you know, your whole thought process in it, it's just, and you're not on board with it fully, you're just not gonna, it's not gonna work. So it's all about like doing it together and that sort of thing. So in that we came up So I already had this idea before we actually started the VIP session. I was like, Melbourne Fashion Festival's coming up. I was like, I feel like this brand is like it's just got a fashion element to it, and it could be really cool. And
It's
I think
actually perfect timing as well, with like the timing of
the launch that you actually wanted to do.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, here's my thinking. Like, maybe we could do something kind of crazy at Melbourne Fashion Festival, go and do a bit of an activation, like recreate our own runway. Like, that could be a really cool actual launch moment and get a lot of eyes and stuff like that.
How did you come up with that idea as well?
It just
pretty crazy.
Came to my brain one day. And we had already planned to do the session. Like, it was already booked in because we had to book in quite far ahead because of your work schedule.
Yeah.
And it was just like brewing. I was like, I really want to go to Melbourne Fashion Festival. And then I was like, actually, this could be really cool for Lady PWRZ.
Yeah.
But then we also talked about other things like, you know, collaborating with different people and getting the product out there. And
which is what everyone usually does.
Yeah.
So it's definitely on the list to do it.
So how did you find that, like, because I wasn't involved with actually executing that part. Like, we kind of talked about some people or kinds of people, but then how did you end up finding talk through some of the people who ended up wearing it at Melbourne Fashion Festival, because that's pretty cool.
Yes, for sure. So one of the people that did wear it was Alira Potter. So she actually...
If you don't know who Alira Potter is, she's, I don't know, like an influencer, Indigenous influencer, author,
podcaster,
style icon.
She's a queen, massive queen.
Yeah, she's a legend.
And I was actually... I followed her for a little bit on my private, and I was liking some of her things on Lady PWRZ, and she started following me and just reached out and asked me if she could purchase some items to wear to Fashion Week, which I was like, what is happening?
Isn't that crazy?
It was crazy, yeah.
So Mia messaged me and she's like, you will not guess who's like going to be wearing it. And I was like, get fucked. I was like, this is turning out like even better than I could have ever.
It was crazy, yeah.
Because we only really had 6 weeks to bring all this together. So
literally, it was like, when
and
did
you
we
were
start?
launching, you know, like actually getting your products organised and doing all that stuff. I think it was end of
January.
Was it January?
It was
or
like
February?
right before Triple J countdown.
Oh yeah, it must have been January. Yeah, it was. It was like the 25th or something.
Yeah.
So Alira ended up wearing, and then Lexi, who has been amazing. I don't know if she's on the IG Live. She said she was coming, but
love you, Lex.
Love you. Like, she's been amazing and like really supportive. How did you get onto her?
She just reached out as well. So we wrote a status to just ask if anyone was going to Melbourne Fashion Festival.
Yeah.
And she wrote back, and she's a brand consultant, and she a bit of a stylist just herself.
Yeah.
And she
had massive looks for every day of Melbourne Fashion Festival.
Massive looks.
And
amazing.
she was photographed so many times. Yeah. Describe Lexi's outfit on the day that we went there.
Insane. She had like this yellow dress number and a massive yellow hat.
I'm calling it the Big Bird hat. It was like Big Bird feathers.
Yeah, and she was in like every magazine photographer.
Yeah.
And she was just she's in everything. She did get papped hard.
And then Annika also, she got photographed, didn't she? By someone? She had Lady PWRZ tote as well.
She was in the orange as well.
In the orange, and I think she ended up in a photos from someone, I don't know who.
Yeah, she did. There was a few getting around if anything as well.
And then you were in, what was the magazine?
QR magazine, which I think they just joined before.
Oh, hello.
Thank you for the feature.
Yeah, so all of these little things have really, really helped, and like it's kind of built this hype and this like a really crystal clear idea of the brand, I think. Like it sits in a really specific zone.
Yeah.
Like the whole
pretty mental.
The activation we did, so to give a little rundown, the idea was we wanted to recreate our own runway just outside Melbourne Fashion Festival. So there's like it's at the Royal Exhibition Centre. The opening kind of looks towards Melbourne Museum, and there's like a big kind of like esplanade thing in between that. So everyone kind of mills around there before they're about to enter, and you can also see from the outdoor mingling area where everyone stands before they go in, you know, this esplanade bit. So we're like, sick, we could use this and then get photos and stuff like that. So we did a bit of a content shoot around Fitzroy, which was cool, and then we came to the backside of the Melbourne Fashion Festival entrance, and we got the girls to do, there was 6 girls, so each tote colour and hat colour, and we got them to do like a full-on runway all the way down the Esplanade with the bags like around their necks, just like the campaign shoot that Christian photographed. Whose idea was it to put the bag around the neck?
I think it was Christian.
Was it? Shout out, 'cause that was awesome. So that was styled, that shoot was styled by M. Brown.
Yeah.
And then the Melbourne...
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Love you,
really,
queen.
really cool. And then the Melbourne Fashion Festival one was styled by Alyssa and Carla from By Noto, who did an amazing job. Anyway, so we had the girls with the bags around their necks do like a full runway while we were taking videos, photos, and everyone who was inside the like vicinity... We got a message today being like, oh my God, I saw you guys from inside. Like, it was crazy. I was like, oh, did you see this? He's like, you couldn't not. Like, everyone was just like, what are these people doing?
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, because the bags are so bright. So that was really cool.
Absolutely.
So that was awesome.
That was also Nat's idea. She has some crazy ideas, which are amazing.
But that's why I think this has been really good, because as soon as we did the strategy session, you're very like, yes. You're like, yep, sounds great. Let's just fucking do it. You're like happy for me to experiment, and I think that's why it's worked so well. And you've done so much work. Like you've made all those collaborations happen. I wasn't involved in any of those. Like it was just part of our strategy, and you actually went and executed that. So that was epic. Like it's been an amazing little launch period for only 6 weeks. We've done no paid ads.
Yeah,
like
it's really crazy.
You know, this is a small budget situation, so I'm really happy with it.
I'm super happy. Yeah.
And we are literally 5 minutes away from launch.
Holy shit.
So we're doing the live Instagram at the moment. This is for people who are hearing the podcast later. We are also doing an IG live right now. So anyone who's on this IG live, if you are planning to purchase, we're going to actually read some of them out. We'll stay on the live for a little bit after launch. We would love to actually like give a shout out to anyone who purchases, because this is a big deal. Like a lot of time and energy has gone into this. A lot of money's gone into this. Like it's very personal, I think, when people actually like support it. And,
absolutely it is, yeah.
So that'll be really cool.
Very surreal. Hopefully I get at least one.
You've already had
nice.
one. Who purchased?
That was shout out to Steph Dyer, who
Shout out,
is
Steph.
my sister-in-law. She's amazing. She has been so helpful in getting the website up, doing my newsletter, and just all-round supporter.
What did she buy?
She bought the beige sunblocks.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. The sunblocks are actually sick.
They're really cool.
They look
made
so
the photo
good.
shoot, hey?
Yeah, they really did. I actually like the ones that are kind of see-through.
Yeah,
they made the photos look awesome. I was really happy with those.
Well, yeah, I was a bit unsure about them, but they just tied everything together.
Yeah, I think
especially
so.
for the shoot. So
yeah, definitely.
we're happy with it.
We didn't end up doing any photos without them, did we?
No, not many.
Yeah. Do you know what the other thing that we figured out when we did the strategy session was? Is that we're both from the country, and we actually grew up really close to each other.
Yarrawonga and
Denny. Yeah. So I don't know how that came out. I think you were asking me about my like background. She's like sussing me out. She's like, so tell me.
What do you do?
Yeah. Like, who the fuck are you?
What is your
what
job
am I
title?
paying for? Yeah, that was another question.
I always try and explain, like, oh, I'm working with this girl. What I don't really know how to explain what you do.
It's been really tricky for me to explain. So the truth is, like, I don't come from an agency background. I actually come from, like, psychology and tech startup background. And what I figured out recently when I was trying to explain it to somebody else was that there's a kind of a role in tech startups called a growth hacker. And that's kind of the mentality I bring to this.
That sounds about, sounds about right.
It's just, like, whatever you can do to get the most amount of, like, attention, excitement, like breakthrough, because you're competing with like huge brands. Like
absolutely.
We don't have millions and millions of dollars to throw behind this, so it's like we got to do something kind of crazy.
You need to be bold.
Yeah, and it's worked.
It has worked.
So we're growth hacking.
So far, so good.
Season Social growth hacker.
You need
I
to
don't
put that in
know.
your bio.
Well, I've got a podcast coming up, and I'm like, I need to like really get I can't say that word. Succinct.
I thought you were going to say successful.
Successful. I need to get
We're succinct.
Succinct and successful in 1 week. Before I try and explain on that one, because I'm like, oh, I don't know. I can't do this. I can't do that. Anyway, bit of everything.
Bit of an all-rounder.
Yeah, which I've always been. So that's what kind of works, I think.
She's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So get her on your team, for sure.
What do you think it's like working with me as a person.
It's amazing. I don't ever want to leave her. I'm always like, every week, I'm like, please don't go. Like, I need you.
But then I'm also texting you, just being like, okay, so
You need to do this. You need to do that.
I had a thought. I texted her today at like
Midnight.
10:30, I think
Yeah.
it was. And I was like, I have one more crazy idea.
And I was like, oh gosh, what is she going to make me do now?
She's like, I'm so fucking tired. She didn't say that. But yeah, we've got one more minute until launch.
Huge.
Do you want to get your laptop ready?
Yeah.
We need to pop the champers. Where is the champers?
It's beside you.
Oh, good. All right. I'll
Got it ready before.
Let me attach this. So thank you everyone who's like actually joining us right now. Oh, Katie's
also-
here.
Our girl's here.
Pop in. Cheers. You've got
She's in a great tracksuit.
We've got 2 cameras. We've got the IG live happening and the podcast. Come and have a seat. We should have we can do a little trio. Get in. Get in, girl. You can pop the champagne. How was your trip back?
Oh, it was gorgeous.
Was it?
Yeah, 3.5 hours. But worth it.
This is
Stores open for business.
I'm pretty sure. Come and sit.
I'm really scared. I
Oh,
also
okay.
just want to say thank you so much to Christian Gunn, who is an amazing photographer, as well as M. Brown, who styled our photo shoot. Marmy Magbull, our talent. Lily Swan for the makeup. Nat for all the BTS. And Katie as well for being my support girl, my heart girl.
We need to like move this forward. So
And
we
it
can
just
see
really
Katie.
brought Lady Powers to life. So thank you so much.
Okay, we're going live.
We're live.
We're live. Woo! Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, guys, you can get in, you can purchase, link in the bio. We will be refreshing to see any orders and like talk about them. And if there's none, we might just make some up.
Might have to purchase myself.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I'll probably break something.
Oh, what a day for launch.
What'd you do over the weekend?
Stunning, went home.
Holy shit.
Did you mean that? Oh my god. That actually, there's another glass in there too. Woo! That actually nearly hit me in the face.
Oh my god, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. But if I had leaned over 1 more inch, that would have, I felt the
I don't
like
know if I
air.
knew. Can someone check to see if the newsletter worked?
Oh, was I on the list? Because I could have, it's all been very last minute.
We've got our first payment.
Who is it?
It is my
Gemma.
sister-in-law, Gemma Manifold. I love
Gemma, you legend. What'd she buy?
you. What did she buy? She got the Malibu Barbie cap
Good choice.
and the Zombie Chew tote.
That's the purple, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah, that one's just down
Great
there.
choice. Oh yeah, I can show you that.
Great choice, sis.
This is the Zombie Chew tote. We love.
It's one of my faves.
Oh, we've got the pink hat. And this is the hat.
We've got a second one. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
4 p.m.
Did it work?
Yeah, but it went to junk.
Ooh.
Oh, check your junk if you didn't get the email.
Everyone check your junk.
Where did it go? But it came through.
Oh, that's so normal though. Like when you first set up an email thing, it does kind of like go to junk for a little while.
Shout out to Sophie Collins as well. She is my
Yes.
second purchase.
What'd she buy?
Soph got, I think she got Sunny. Oh no.
The tote. Isn't that a tote?
She got the Malibu Barbie tote.
Which is the pink one,
I love.
which is amazing.
Holy fuck. We got 7 orders.
Oh my god.
Cute.
This is so good. Shout out to Collins Collective for my MFF
Jorts?
My jorts. Got
Get on
compliments.
Collins Collective. They're amazing.
Yep. Literally had a girl come up to me and be like, good on you for bringing jorts back.
Where are your jobs?
I was like, I didn't actually intend to wear them to this part of the
Email
event,
work.
but here
Thanks,
we are.
so. And
So-
shout out to Tori Bennett, one of my besties. I know how broke she is. And she's purchased. What did she
That's
get?
awesome. That does mean a lot though when you know
She's
it's
been a
like-
student for like, I don't know, 10 years or something.
Yeah, fair enough. I hear that.
She's
Well, I mean, I don't,
she's almost finished.
but- What'd she get?
She got the
Ooh,
Dolce
yeah.
Latte cap.
Dolce Latte. I regret not getting that one.
it's a good
That's the
choice.
best
It
colour.
is.
It's
Alright.
such a good colour.
What's your favourite item, Coco? Steph
bought-
wants to know.
Oh yeah.
Favorite item? I'm going to have to say the totes.
What colour?
I
colour
like,
do you use?
I like this. I use them all.
Yeah.
I try to use like a different one every
yeah.
every time I use them. I like the zombie chew and I like the spiced mango.
Yeah, they're probably my favourite too.
Yeah, they're
I think
cute.
blue. I love blue.
Yeah, true.
blue one's
Actually,
really good.
yeah, the blue for the right person is like
Yeah.
stand out.
It's so good.
I just loved the zombie chew one in the shoot. Like I think it really looked
did.
It was
sick.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was just like, you've probably noticed it show up in every edit so far.
I didn't actually notice that.
I did, yeah. I was like, I really just keep featuring this one. We just have really good footage of
I
it.
didn't know that was your favourite.
I don't know.
So
like
Maggie bought 3 caps. Thanks, Mag. I'll
Nice.
chuck in another one for you.
freebie,
Shout out to my seal, Kate Reynolds.
so cute. Natasha.
And Natasha LaRue, almost my seal.
How many brothers do you have?
I got a lot. Too many.
I was like, how do you have this many sisters-in-law?
I was telling my mum these. I was like, Mum's me as a family, like what, a sibling? 7 siblings?
Yeah.
7?
Really?
Yeah. Didn't you know that?
No.
Yeah, I got
Big
I got
clan.
5 brothers and 2 younger sisters.
Holy.
I know.
That's like my boyfriend. I thought he was
crazy.
the only person in this generation.
How many has he got?
7.
Really? Is he one of 8?
I think he's one of 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's 6. Are you one of 8?
I'm one of 8,
One
yeah.
of 8. One of 8? I thought it was one of 7.
Jesus. So wait, where do you're kind of in the middle somewhere. Who makes the caps? Is that a brother?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, one of my brothers made
your
my caps.
favourite
So
sister-in-law?
Gnome & Co. If anyone is after any caps, any custom made caps, I would definitely recommend getting on Gnome & Co. They're
Yep.
amazing.
They're so good.
I'll show you one of the caps. They also do like customized buckles.
So for the podcast, which we'll wrap up in a second, how many orders have you had so far?
Amazing.
That's so good. Can we see like a... Not really. You probably can.
I don't
but-
know how
Okay, we
to.
don't like... I'm not a Shopify expert. I can use
No.
it, but I don't know how to do it really quick.
Nah, we learned in like the last 48 hours
A lot of Googling.
how to quickly do a website.
How did the printer go? So there was a bit of a logistical...
Yeah, how was that?
Well, I had Steph here, so she's pretty good with that. We got it running this morning.
What's her background? She's done your email and stuff.
Steph, her background
She's just good at
in,
shit.
I think she studied graphic design or something.
Yeah.
She's amazing with like everything design. She also owns a business called Del Sol.
Oh, yeah. I follow them.
And they are actually bringing out a
They're rebranding or something.
skincare. They sell sunnies at the moment, so get onto Del Sol on Instagram.
Just saw their post about something like we're changing or something. I was
Yeah,
like,
she's
what are
bringing
you
out something
changing
pretty
to?
crazy. And she's about to be in Trax magazine as well, so
What's Trax magazine?
it's like a surfing
Oh, okay.
magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So
Love that.
she is one to watch out for as well.
So many fun little peeps. Love that. All right, we're going to wrap up the Trend Season podcast, but successful little launch. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And a shout out to Nat. She has been amazing and a pivotal point in Lady PWRZ. So I can't thank her enough.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Can't wait until
To the next launch.
to the next launch.
I was like, I already have ideas. But we'll let you get
Of course she does.
I'll let you get through this one first. Make some money back.
I need to make some money.
And then we'll do something crazy. All right, I got to get up so I can turn this thing off.
Thank you to everyone for joining in and everyone for the orders. I'm so
Legends.
grateful.
Did you have a favourite sister-in-law?
No, I love them all.
Have you seen the, what is it? Oh, it's like Vogue or something. They get like people in a room to do lie detector tests and they got the Kardashian girls in there too.
Really?
And they were like, they have to read out the questions, whatever they are. And it was
Holy
like, who's
shit.
your favourite sister?
That would not go well.
And they're so honest, that girls.
No, I'm actually very lucky. All my seals are amazing.